What's up, y'all? If you don't know, I dropped my first film on my first channel. It is behind the membership wall because I'm sure you guys know better than the actual, first channel and second channel subscribers because y'all are more like movie fans. But if you enter your short film onto a film festival circuit, it can't be anywhere. Like if they look it up on YouTube, it can literally be nothing about the actual video itself. There can be people reacting to it. I was gonna tell my homie Jazz because he has reacted to it. If he had reacted to it with the with the film not on the screen and he's kind of just reacted to it, he could have posted it. But like, if they look it up and then they click on anybody's video and they can see the actual film in the video or whatever, they immediately pull it off the circuit and you get no credit for it whatsoever. And then it becomes just kind of like a quote unquote dead video. But yeah, so I want this to be on the complete circuit run as soon as this gets done, because it's for a competition, if you guys don't know. Short film race competition. Make a short film, we give you a prompt, and you do everything that goes into making a movie in the span of a week. So I had to find a team, I had to find actors, I had to find a crew, find a location, because of course I have a house, but what if somebody doesn't have a house? Where are you going to film? Are you going to film outside somewhere? Are you going to film in an office? I had to write the script. I had to, of course, film it. I had to edit it. Everything that goes into making a movie. That's what exactly we had to do, just in the condensed time of a week. And I'm very, 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 very proud of how it came out. So I kind of wanted to do like a shot by shot for the people that truly care about what went into making this movie, and if you truly care about what goes into making a movie. Period. Like I can just kind of sit here and talk about what it took to get this shot, how many shots this took to get, where the storyline I kind of wanted to go if I were to get a full movie, because I don't even know if y'all know this, but I made this with every intention for this to be like a full thing. Like if this ever gets, noticed by just one single producer that's like, yo, that idea is fire. That's all it takes, bro. And that's why I'm doing the whole film race thing, or film festival circuit thing, is like, it takes one producer, one random person with money, be like, yo, that idea is cool, and then now you got a whiplash. That's why I want whiplash. Like somebody just thought the idea was fire, and now you got J. Jonah Jameson yelling at Miles Teller inside this movie, and I was like, that's certified classic. But it takes one person, and I want to do that with every single movie I make. Enter it into a film race circuit or a film festival circuit, and just pray that somebody's interested in this and contacts me, and now we got a full-fledged movie. So I made this, which also goes by me thinking of it like, not only am I making this movie just for this short film race, I'm making this movie thinking about the future, like what could possibly be made from this, basically. So as you can already tell, this video is going to be pure yap, because it's about something that I love in one hand, movies, and then about something that I created, which is a movie in the other hand, and now you got both in one single foul swoop. So if you're not into the yapping version side of me, you probably shouldn't watch this video. This is not going to be a film review. This is going to be a critique and a shot by shot of something that I created. So let's go ahead and start. We have Memantine. First of all, the title. Let's go ahead and get that into. There's a few things we can go ahead and knock out from the title, especially from this first scene right here. I have it right here, but I can't show it, of course. You guys can see it in my reflection, I'm pretty sure, but I really truly doubts that matters. So if you have membership, I guess kind of just follow along with me, watch it side by side on scenes I'm talking about, because I literally can't show it. So in this first scene, the music, and you get the cut into a woman laying into bed. First of all, shout out Mercu. Literally, I hit him, and he didn't know anything about this film, because I didn't want anybody to know about this film. I was like, yo, I'm doing this thing, and I have a scene where it intros onto a happy moment. But then that happy moment is going to be used later in that same film as a what the fuck moment. Can you help me find something like that? Because Mercu, I very much respect his just mindset on music and stuff like that. He's my most formidable opponent when it comes to like ox battles and stuff we do over on Twitch. He's very, very, very amazing and more talented than me in finding music. And he was like, all right, bet. Hit me back literally 30 minutes later, and we have this amazing song right here. which is completely envelops what the fuck I was talking about, basically. So of course, opens this woman laying in bed, and alarm clock goes off. Of course, this scene took one time to take. These actors were amazing, bro. These actors were amazing. Like literally, you couldn't have found better actors in a 1 day time frame. Because literally, when I say like, imagine how busy your life is. Now imagine how busy your homie's life is, and now imagine you have a 3-4 group friend, whatever the fuck. Imagine how like complicated it is for y'all to just to hang out and go to a bar one night because maybe one of y'all has work, or maybe one of y'all has to take care of your kids, or maybe one of y'all, everybody has life. So now imagine that with 12 people, and we all get one single day. Everybody's like, yo, we're free on Friday, but I can't do Saturday because I got a barbecue I'm going to. Oh yeah, I can't do Sunday because I got church. Oh yeah, I can't do Monday because school go. Like everybody has their own life, and we all were free on Friday. In those circumstances, finding the group that I did, damn near finding the 96 Bulls, bro. Like, like damn near we had everybody we needed to, bro. Jordan, we had the nigga with the big nose. I'm forgetting his name right now, but just everybody that we needed. Scottie Pippen. Everybody we needed was on this team, and they showed out. So most of these scenes, 1 to 2 to maybe 3 takes, and I'll tell y'all exactly which one took more than 3 takes, and that was like because it was like an RNG thing, and I'll explain it whenever I go to it. She wakes up, and you see a close-up on a sticky note that says press to turn of alarm. This scene, I was when I was editing it, because of course when you're filming this, I'll probably show y'all exactly how it goes, because like everything that's put into this film is of course intentional, but I don't think you realize how intentional each movie scene actually is. Like when you have literally the camera starts filming and everybody's still in frame, everybody's walking around, hey, we gonna film this scene right here. Like the camera is on before all that, because the person has to kind of go in front of it and be like, Memantine, scene 1, take 1, action. He goes off screen, everybody kind of goes off to the side, and then everybody gets quiet on the set, and then you start filming. So everything that you see inside this is 1,000,000,000% intentional. And this sticky note, press to turn of alarm, I know how the internet's mind works and just meme people. Not mean, meme, M-E-M-E, like meme people that just comment on just whatever for no reason. And I know because my community is that. I'm that. I do it all the time whenever I'm reacting to short film and stuff. Just that first instant, whoever can get that first joke off, and if it makes sense, everybody's gonna be, oh, why is it that? So having this say press to turn of alarm instead of press to turn off alarm is a small thing that makes complete sense to the storyline by the end of the story. But if you just see it 3 seconds into a film, of course your instant reaction is gonna be like, he misspelled off, damn. Like, of course that's gonna be your instant reaction, because it says press to turn of alarm. It doesn't say off, it says of. But when you of course have early onset Alzheimer's, this girl's writing these notes as fast as she can before she forgets, because she doesn't know when the next time she's going to forget. It happens seemingly every hour on the hour since she starts waking up, so it's kind of like clockwork basically. Let me write this. Everything is kind of just like scribbled. Press the turn of alarm. Boom, put it on the alarm clock. Okay, bet. I'll remember that whenever I see it and wake up in the morning. But if somebody sees that, they're going to think you misspelled it. So I contemplated putting this shot into here a lot, because I was like, we're putting this on YouTube, and they're of course going to see of instead of off. So it's going to be like are they going to wait to the end to see exactly why it's misspelled? Or are they going to see this, immediately discredit the entire film, turn it off, and then now I just don't have anybody watching it because somebody commented press to turn of alarm and it got 10,000 likes. And nobody even bothered to see if I truly was like misspelling the word off or not. Because if you think about it, like, it wouldn't be just me misspelling it. First of all, I didn't even write the damn note. My handwriting is nowhere near that well written the actress Jess wrote it. We wanted it to all be in the same handwriting because the same person was writing it, of course, and we wanted it to be in her handwriting. So I told her, yo, write some stuff down, maybe misspell a word or two on a few of them. You don't want to overdo it because then it's kind of just like putting it right in your face and over explaining it. Do it on maybe one or maybe two. So she misspelled of on this one, and on a note later in, she like didn't finish a note. It said like remember to, and then like nothing. So kind of like, oh damn, she forgot while she was writing it. So it's one of those shots you kind of contemplate putting in there. But yeah, I didn't write it. And then you have the entire crew that see that note, the entire actors that see that note, the actresses see that note, I see that note in editing. I see the note from the sit-up. Like 18 people saw this note. So do you really think 18 grown ass 25, 26, 27 year olds saw the word of instead of off and was like, yeah, that's definitely spelled correctly? So it's just kind of like are people gonna think when they see that? And somebody did hit me up and say, damn, you put of instead of off, and I literally was like, just finish it. And he was like, oh, okay.
Good morning.
This scene where he kind of like sits down in front of her. First of all, let's just explain the scene layout. She's laying in bed. He's sitting down over her, kneeling over her, and a picture is right next to the alarm clock. Something that she has to look at. That's a very small detail. She's gonna look to turn off the alarm right next to the picture. When she hits that alarm, she's gonna see that picture. It's right there. You can't miss it. And that's gonna her mind be like, of course, my boyfriend, my loving husband, right next to of course, with the sound that's bringing the attention to this picture is right next to it. This took 2 times to film because the way microphones work, we were using a boom mic. We weren't using like clip-on lavaliers. It was a boom mic. So the boom was like under the bed, but the sound girl had to like kind of position the boom upward under the bed, and the mic has to be pointed towards the people's mouths. That's why you get such good sound quality throughout the entire thing, because we have an amazing boom mic operator. But when he kneels down, of course, you get the loudest sound of his clothes moving when he kneels down. So the first time he kneeled down, and I guess he didn't see the mic there, so you just heard good morning. And we like, the sound girl was like, hey, hold up. Like she still was like, no, refilm that, because we didn't hear it, because only she hears the sound coming from her headphones or whatever. But apparently he like kneed the fuck out of it like he's Captain Falcon or some shit. And you know, like when you go back and listen to it, I would show it right now because it's in the sound audio clip somewhere, but that's too much work. But you can clearly hear that he kneed it. Nothing really to stand out in the rest of that scene. This scene of him cooking eggs, to answer Jazz's question, he didn't season them. I ain't gonna say nothing more than that, but he didn't season them. And he was fucking them up, so I don't know. They may have been good without the season. I don't know. Because like in between, we didn't show the plates, so he was just eating the eggs as we was filming and stuff. But he was fucking them eggs up. He was going crazy. But yeah, there wasn't even no cheese in it. Like he forgot to put the cheese in as well. So whenever he says like the scrambled extra cheese, there's no cheese in it whatsoever. It looks like it because of color grading and editing, but it wasn't no cheese in it. And he used my last 4 eggs for just to eat 1 plate of it. So he low key might owe me like another tray of eggs, because we in tough times. The gas is $5, eggs is $13. Like I need my eggs back. Genuinely, we wasted it for a film. But yeah, no seasoning. And this shot, nobody's ever gonna notice this unless they watch this video. Everybody's talking. This is an insert shot. This is the cameraman sitting right here. Everybody's talking. It's a film set. Sitting right here and talking. We're just talking back and forth. We're probably I think there's BTS footage of us kind of like talking to him and interviewing him and stuff. Just because he used to be a cook. But we're just talking to him, laughing. Me and this actor just so happened to work at the same place before and didn't even know it. So we're just talking and laughing about life and stuff. So of course we can't put the talking inside this. Reduce the audio on the camera footage. Insert audio of somebody cooking eggs. So the sound that you hear right here isn't even him doing it. It's an audio clip.
Usually a good sign.
This right here. Not him, even in the slightest. It's an insert shot. Everything is. This is just a camera in front of it. Like, we're not filming right here. This is just. I think even he was like, "Yo, while I'm making these eggs, do you want to film this just for footage to have in the film?" He was like, "Hell yeah, of course, that'd be fire." Which I'm glad he said that, because we weren't gonna do that. We were gonna have just immediately them sitting down and him bringing the eggs over to her. But now you have this shot that connects bedroom, making eggs, eating eggs. And now we have what the first half of the film is. So he sits down, gives her the eggs or whatever. Whenever you're watching it, of course, what this is meant to film like, and also if you're watching this along with me, you'll see that the paper towel holder in the background is empty. Literally, that paper towel, I'll go and get it and show it to y'all, but like the paper towel that I had on there, when you looking at it on the camera, like I said, I'm thinking from a meme perspective. I know how my community thinks. I know how the internet thinks. I've been doing this for 6 years. And I think that's what my advantage is knowing what people are going to say when they watch this, because I've been in it for so long. That was a hilariously big paper towel. Like, the roll was like this big on it. And of course, when you buying that for the house, you're like, hell yeah, more paper towels. So you don't think of that. But then you see it on film and you look in the back of this big ass fucking white cylinder, you like, people are gonna say something about that. Take the whole paper towel thing off, because they're not gonna say anything about an empty one. They're gonna say something about a big ass white circle on the thing. They're going to, because I thought it. And if I think it, there's a 99.9% chance my community is gonna think it. And they're gonna comment, big ass paper towel, 215. And then 70 likes. And just anything that could possibly take attention away from the film, I snatched that shit out of there, and I did such a great job at that. But nobody's ever going to notice that, because who thinks like that? Like, unless you watch this video. You have a two shot full shot of Jess and the man, and it's tight, a very tight shot. I explained this also before I get to that. This table isn't real. It's like boxes stacked on top of each other. If you watch the behind the scenes, it's not a real table. We had to make that out of nowhere, because I don't have a real table inside my kitchen. It's too small. But very tight shot. Very tight shot. Literally, Jess, table, man. Condensed camera footage. It gives you that kind of squish feeling. Imagine if I was like this in the camera instead of being like this. This is a medium shot. This is a close-up. It's meant to give you like a weird feeling. Like, this is a condensed shot, very squished, very isolated. Like this whole situation is a very isolated situation, because literally it's just this man and it's just this woman who are seemingly married, and the outside world doesn't exist. That's why even in all the shots where there's a window, completely whited out. You can't even see outside, because it's so light. Basically, you can see it, but you can't make out anything. It's just the people inside this house. That's it. Complete isolation, and it's supposed to give you a feeling. Maybe not when you first watch it, but as I explain it now, when you go back and watch it, it's like there is kind of like a isolated feeling. Like, damn, if something were to happen, neither of them could get the help they needed. Basically, and that's how we wanted this whole thing to feel. Everything is very isolated. When it's a close-up, it's very close. When it's them in the frame, it's like a over-the-shoulder, him taking up, it'll be like her in this small portion of it, and him taking up literally the entire rest of the frame. Like, everything is meant to feel squished and small. And I feel like even just thinking about that on this short film is kind of just like, oh shit. We did this 3 different takes. Got a shot of them at the table, close up of him, close up of her, all different footage. I just spliced together, boom, 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 boom. Of course, you're not filming like this. You're not filming two talking and then you like zoom in and then you get that footage of him saying this and then you go right here. No, it's 3 different times that you have to take the camera down, move the sound equipment, switch, set the camera back up. Lighting. It's 3 different, like every single shot that you see inside this, I get this is the best way to explain it. Every single scene, every single time you see the edit, boom, do another scene, that is another time We took the camera down, took the lights down, took the sound down, reset up our group, put the camera up, boom, boom, boom. Every single take, unless of course it's the same shot. So like if it's her on the screen, it's just her. Of course, that's a long drawn out sequence, and if it's just him, it's a long drawn out sequence. But every time we had to take that down. You get them talking. That's when you introduce that she has memory loss and that she can't remember anything. Like literally, it's like Jez explained it best. There's a movie called 50 First Dates. That's it's really surprised me that he hasn't seen that movie. That's a classic in my opinion. Classic Adam Sandler movie, but it's about this woman who basically wakes up every morning and she forgets everything other than what happened prior to her car crash, basically. Like, that's from what I've explained what memory loss is. That's how it actually works. So, like, you live your entire life. Let's say right now, today, I leave the house, get in a car crash. I would, of course, remember everything that's happened before in my life. But at that car crash, every single day is brand new. And that's the same thing that this woman has. Because this is like, imagine 50 First Dates and Happy Death Day mixed together. And I'll explain more what I mean by that later on, because I really want to explain the vision I have for this movie if it ever, for whatever reason, gets turned into something. But you get the introduction of her saying, I lose memory every single day. I don't remember anything, literally at all. I wouldn't even remember you if you didn't politely put all these pictures of us and labeled them first date, wedding date, whatever it was. I wouldn't even remember this. So she kind of like, I wouldn't even remember anything if it wasn't for you labeling this stuff and you telling me you're my husband. I wouldn't even remember you were my husband. Boom, like this. And she shows him the picture and there is a sticky note in the back of it. That shot took 2 times because it was just a weird camera angle. Like, she's going like this, looking at it and then showing him. So it's kind of just weird to get that, like, first off shot of them in the picture where it says first date. I don't even think you can see it that well because it's just a hard shot. If we had had more time, we could have figured out a better way to do it. And then she shows it to him. The main focus point of this shot is to show the audience there's a sticky note also in the back of the picture. Removes it. It says, do not trust him. Ask about Memantine. I don't think I ever got to this point, but with the title, literally it's pronounced a different way no matter what the fuck you look it up on. Like, if you look it up on Google and be like, yo, what is this? It'll say Memantine. If you look it up on doctors.com, Memantine. If you look it up on memoryloss.org, Memantine. Like, like, we were like, what is this word pronounced like? So we were like, when you say this word, another thing I was kind of like iffy about because of the Mimi reaction. If she pronounces it wrong, people are going to be like, yo, she pronounced it wrong. But our thought process was literally, why the hell would she know how to pronounce this word? Like, if you show 99% of the world some medicine, like Oxycontin or something, ain't nobody gonna first try be like Oxycontin, like, unless you've heard it or you like have seen the word before. But like, imagine medicines we've never seen before or heard before, and the doctor's just like, yo, what is this? Like, medicines have crazy names. You usually expect us to immediately be like, oh, that's deoxyribose nucleic acid. Like, what? Like, of course, when she sees this word, she not only is gonna not know it's not medicine or something, but also, who cares if she pronounces it wrong? She don't fucking remember anything anyway. Plus, why would she know how that word is pronounced? And I feel like if she was like, wait a second, what is Memantine? And she got it right, it'd be like how the fuck is she, how the fuck that was pronounced anyway? Like, how did you pronounce it right? So we were like, yo, pronounce the word wrong. Fuck it. Like, let that even be a part of the thing too. Like, who cares? Like, you're not gonna know what the hell that word possibly is pronounced like. Like, you wouldn't possibly know that. You don't even know who wrote this note yet. She asked him, there's a really, when this guy is such a great actor. And even Jez says the same thing, so I'm glad he realized that this Will Gowers, He is an amazing, or Gowans. I'm forgetting the name right now, but I'm pretty sure it's Will Gowans. But he's such a great actor. So even when she's when she's standing up looking at the picture, look at his face, and he's just like this in the background. like I'll explain it later, but I'll explain it right now. Fuck it. He is perfectly crafted all of these days to go perfect. From sunrise, alarm clock, picture next to it. She remembers I'm the boyfriend. We eat breakfast. We do something for the day. We go to sleep. Boom, 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 boom. If one single thing goes off track, somebody knocks at the door. She sees something she's not supposed to. Oh, I forgot to hide the medicine whenever the doctor came and gave our weekly drop-offs. I forgot to hide the memantine, which is maybe how she found it the first time to her to even write this letter or this note to herself. Like, if one single thing messes up, fuck, the day's over. Like, that's literally like, shit. Because you gotta think of like, this is a smart woman. And I'll explain it later. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I just want y'all to get the full story before I explain what my thought process for this is. This is a very, very, very smart woman. For her to have maybe seen a pill bottle that said memantine, and then for her to have maybe looked up what is memantine on her phone, and for her to have realized, oh, this is medicine I'm not taking. Oh shit, I'm forgetting. Let me write this down. Do not trust him, because I know that's going to pop out at me. Ask about memantine. For one day, if I ever were to find this note, hopefully I will. Let me put this somewhere where maybe he might not look. The letter is supposed to be the sticky note is supposed to be, of course, in real life, a little more hidden than that, like maybe just the tip of the corner. But if you're on a movie, of course, it has to be more than that, so people can actually see what the hell she's commenting on. But put this behind this picture, where one day if I'm looking at it by myself, and I just so happen to see the back, oh shit, write myself another letter if it's close to me forgetting something. Like, she's a genius. She's a very smart woman. And it's this game of like cat and mouse. But I'll explain that in a second. She sees the note, as about memantine. Whenever we first saw this, also the shot of him standing up was amazing. Because, like I said, you have this isolated...
No, I got it.
When he says that, I think it's at 1:30 in the video. Let me see. You have this isolated frame of just... She's bigger than him in this frame. You got to think of stuff like that. When he's sitting down, she's the biggest thing in this frame. But then you have this pan shot of following him when he's like, let me see. And you clearly see he's like, this is a big dude. Like, he's like taller than me, bigger than me, of course. Like, he was like 6'4", at least 250. And then he is now the biggest thing in the frame. It's like tone change again. Happy music, cut off. There's no music at all. Let it be eerie in the background. What is memantine? She goes from the biggest thing in the frame to shrinks to now he's the biggest thing in the frame. And it's like, oh, tonal shift. What's happening? Why is she... What is this note? What is memantine? What is he about to say? What is about to happen? Is he going to snatch it from her? Is he not going to tell her what is about to happen? Like, at 1:30 is the complete tonal change, and you're now questioning what in the world is about to happen after this point. Even if it's for a split, fleeting second, you got to think of, like, as a director, what is the audience going to think? They're going to immediately think, what's about to happen? So, she sees the note, asks about memantine. He tells her, you have this medicine that you're supposed to be taking, but you have not been taking it because I've been withholding it from you, basically. And if you were to have taken that, your memory would be not only a lot better, but you wouldn't be forgetting every hour like you are right now. Like, who's to say that you could even remember things from one day to another if you're having this medicine? Because as the doctor explains in this next scene, a little further on, she says that it helps with that deterioration process, or like it slows it basically. So it goes from it being so rapid, you're forgetting every single hour, to maybe you forget once a week, or maybe you forget once a month. And maybe you can actually live life happily. Of course, you'll reset every now and then, but you'll be able to go from one day to another and be like, I had eggs yesterday morning. Instead of literally every day you wake up and you don't know what the fuck is going on. So basically you have this doctor in this scene explaining what this is. These shots that are like pull for fan, pull for light was a really cool addition. Press to turn off, Bill's doing the 25th. All those are insert shots, so people are talking in the background. Of course, this note that says, remember to, or don't forget to, I think is what it said. Yeah, don't forget to right here. That's a really cool insert shot. The pin's right next to it. So maybe she wrote that the day before, and that was the last thing she was trying to do. Maybe it was, don't forget to wipe your ass. Whatever it could have been, like, just like she forgot. And day restarts. But yeah, so the doctor explains to her all these things, and you get the realization that this dude is her caretaker. And this scene was not in here. This scene was not in here whatsoever. I'll tell you the original draft for this. So this scene was added because the prompt. Let me explain how this happened. So I get told that I'm directing a film for this film race. Bet. Immediately write a script. Memantine. Amazing film in my opinion. I had it to where after the kitchen scene, they're talking. A knock at the door. The dude stands up and is like, yo, that might be your sister. I'm gonna go get ready. Going into the door. He slinks off to the back. She gets up, talks to her sister. Their sister's at the door. Her sister's like, yo, so-and-so, here's your medicine for the week. Your doctor told me to drop it off for the week. Love you. I'm gonna go drop the kids off. I would stay longer. Like, clearly a family, because you have those situations a lot where, like, you're a very avoidant family. Like, they don't kind of want to deal with this situation that is somebody that's disabled or dealing with something that's kind of just like, I'll do the bare minimum to make it seem like I'm a good person, but, like, I'm not gonna be at your beck and call. Like, here's your medicine. I would go, but, you know, I gotta drop the kids off, and I got such a busy day. And then she says, I know how hard this is doing this alone, but I promise we're here for you. And then you hear that as an audience member, like, doing this alone? What do you mean? Your husband is inside there. So then she's looking at this pill bottle their sister gave her and thinking, like, doing this alone. And then the guy, after the sister leaves, the guy kind of, like, comes from the back, and you get a shot of him kind of, like, standing behind her, like, hey, you know, what did your sister say? Everything okay? And then she was like, yeah, but she said something like doing this alone. And then that's when you get the tonal switch in that original script. And he's like, yeah, she sometimes says stuff like that. She ruins everything. And then, like, he goes into the explanation right there of, like, every single day is, like, created for you, basically. And I think in the original script, he was, like, the neighbor that had asked her out a few times, and she had just said no over and over and over again. Then she got into a wreck or something and lost her memory, and he used that as an advantage of, like, oh, I'm just going like, I live next door, so if somebody comes over, like a doctor or a sister, I'll just leave out the bag, go to my house. When they leave, I'll come back, and then I'm back to being your husband again. You forget every hour anyway if you don't take this medicine. And if the doctor or your sister asks you if you took your medicine, you're gonna say yes, because you're not gonna remember whether or not you took it or not. So, and that's what happened in the original scene. But now we have this scene where a doctor is basically, like, explaining stuff to her, and the prompt was a person makes a deal that they don't know is going to change their life for the better or for the worse, like a monkey's paw. So the deal was her receiving this caregiver, and the negative side of that was this caregiver is the most evil person literally in the history of existence. Like, that's what the deal was. So this scene was the hardest pivot in my life. Like, I was like, oh shit, the actors are coming over tomorrow. This prompt is something completely different. We don't have something like this in the original script. Let me add this in, take out the sister scene. The actress that's playing the doctor was the sister at first. Hard pivot. You're the doctor. Explain this. Boom, 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 boom. So, I've heard people say they like the original script better, they like the idea better. I don't know, it would have been a harder process to pull off in a day. What we had right now was great to pull off in a day. I like Interchangeable. I like the first one, and I like the rendition. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all like that original idea better, or do y'all like this doctor idea better? But for this prompt, it had to be this one. It had to. There was no deal being made in the first one. So yeah, she signs her name. Hard shot to pull off because there's a big ass mirror back in the background. So like, again, you look at the mirror and you only see whiteness. You can't see outside. You can never see outside in any of this stuff. It's only whiteness. And if you do see, it's like barely, you can barely see it. Happier tones, a lot more popping color grades inside this one because this is before her life went to complete shit. When it goes back, Jez asked the question, was this shot of him smiling supposed to go into the shot of him looking evil as shit? Absolutely. Like I explained earlier, whenever you when you're filming, he wasn't even doing that when the camera first started. I had to edit that to be like that. So when you're filming, you get everybody walking, talking, laughing, and Mimic scene 3, take 4C, boom. He's over there. I think he was looking down at first, so it was like he was going like this, and then he looks at her like this. But I was like, no, that's cool because it's like a Kubrick stare. But it'd be better if you have this splice cut of him smiling as a caregiver, cut immediately to him looking like this. Like, that's a way better than him kind of like going like this and then looking up. Like, you get that cut. It's like they got this person who's supposed to be a caregiver. This is his job right here. And then cut to him looking evil. And yeah, of course, you got this long ass clipboard. We didn't have any of this. Props are so hard to get by. Like, the pictures, we're not going to use AI or nothing. So this is the first time everybody ever met each other. The actress got there at 9, very early. The actor couldn't get there until 10 because he had class. Came in immediately. Yo, my name is Apollo. Nice to meet you. Your name's Will. Bet. This is your co-host. This is your co-actor, Daphne. I need a picture of y'all right now smiling like y'all have been dating for years. Let's go outside and take that while you guys are both inside regular clothes. They're like, all right, bet. We took like 70 pictures of them. Just like, we did the whole like class of them look behind a tree staring at each other. Like, immediately took all those pictures. Sent my AC, the homie Sal. Yo, go to Walgreens. Print this off right quick. Be back in like hopefully 30 minutes. You're the best ever. Love you. Thank you. Sal goes, gets the picture. Amazing. I skipped a part. Also, whenever you come back in, they they take pictures. We took 70 pictures, whatever. The actors come back in. Yo, Will, I also need a picture of you standing in front of this wall right here like it's a work photo. Put a jacket over your black shirt that you're wearing in the movie. The black shirt that he has on in the picture, but he's wearing a jacket over it and a lanyard, so it looks different. It's a completely different outfit now compared to just the black shirt you're wearing. It looks more official, looks more work stuff. So, boom. Sal, I'm going to send you these 3 pictures of them posing in front of this tree, them smiling in front of this tree, and of Will standing in front of this wall. Get that printed off, please. I need the smallest one for the picture of Will because it's going to be his ID employee photo. All right, bet. Perfect, flawless execution. Didn't have a clipboard. Didn't have the paper that the clipboard goes on stating the doctor jargon or whatever. Lunch break, because we didn't film this scene until after lunch. Lunch break, bet. I'll just go to Staples, get this. Go to pull out, for whatever reason, one of the actors are parked directly, like, so the driveway like this where you pull out, somebody's car was like this. And I was like, you, of course. Why wouldn't they be? Like, why? I don't know whose car was still to this day. I don't know whose it was, but like, of course they would park right there. Call my sister. Please tell me you're not free, right? Tell me you're not busy right now. No, I just got a class. Her nickname is literally Goat, because we called her Nana Goat when she was younger because she cried so much. Goat, please, can you go to Staples, get this clipboard for me, and get this printed off? I gotta type up this dialect on the computer right quick. Can you get this printed off in the paper? Because I don't have a printer. And then can you get this clipboard for me, please? Goes to Staples, comes back, flawless. I'm pretty sure all the props. Sticky notes. Yeah, it's just so much that you wouldn't even think about. Like, nobody's gonna think about when these pictures were taken. Because like when I told y'all we had one day to do this, I was being so serious. Nobody on set had ever met each other. Well, crew and acting crew. The actors never met each other. The crew knew each other, but everybody else was meeting each other. So we need a picture of y'all like y'all been dating for fucking decades. Picture, Walgreens, clipboard, paper, Staples, a lot. So much goes into it, bro. So much. And you will be thinking, damn, is this even possible? But you will accomplish it if you put your mind to it. So, yes, that cut of him smiling and then immediately looking angry was, of course, was intentional, yes. Can't show any labels. I've explained that before in another video. Everything was turned around inside the scene of him looking out. Once again, you look outside, only whiteness. Isolated incident. You can't even see the outside world. The outside world doesn't exist. It's just the house, like it's fucking Zorora or some shit. Like it's only this house. And this is what gets into what I wanted this movie to be at the birth of it, at the inception of it. Sorry, my cat did some shit. I got distracted from hell. I got distracted crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, restart. So, you have this very, 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 very smart woman who is put in the situation where she has to survive, basically. And her Achilles heel is that she can't remember anything from one day to another, 1 hour to another. It wouldn't be that drastic inside the actual movie. I just had to do it like every hour for this to like kind of make it to where it can be explained in a 4-minute process. But in the full movie, it'd be like you have a day. Every single day is a new day, like Happy Death Day. Imagine, like I said earlier, 51st dates, Happy Death Day. So you have this woman who finds out that she has this memory loss and that her caregiver is not even her real husband or nothing like that, and he's taking the medicine away from her, so this process stays like this and she forgets every single day. There is no dampener on it. You are going to hard forget, hard reset every single day. So you have this scene right here at 2:45
ever since I saw you,
where as he's talking, the heartbeat and the screen gets grayer every single time when you hear the screen gets grayer on the beat. In the movie, that'd be damn near like, if you ever played the game Majora's Mask, where like when you're getting like to the very, very end of the day and like you hear that dun dun, the bell in the background, like this will be her for whom the bell tolls. So like I'm imagining the movie like at the very end. Of course, you get explained that as the screen starts turning gray on the heartbeats, you get a hard reset. So, towards the very end, she's trying to like accomplish something. Like maybe she's finally about to escape or something, or somebody's on the other side of the door, or they're in a place where she can finally tell somebody, and you get that do, and like the screen starts turning more and more gray. She's reaching for something, do, and like it's turning gray, do, and like she's literally about to reach it right when it's like about to turn completely black to where she forgets, and then she like, last second, dude, as it turns black, boom, fire alarm or some shit, and she's able to accomplish it. And then somebody walks in like, what's going on here? What is this? But she's already forgotten. But maybe she's already like written on the wall like, don't trust him. And then you just get that full like, woo! She sees it like, oh shit! And remembers like, I have a whole thing planned out for it, bro. But like, this gray symbolizes her time limit. So each one, dude, that's like, oh shit, the time limit has started. And that would be the full movie, basically. So I'm sure there's a bunch of Lifetime movies where a woman has memory loss or some shit, and the dude ain't her boyfriend, but that wouldn't be the plot of the movie. The plot of the movie would be, you would figure this out like the first 10 minutes, that this dude not even her husband. That's not the big storyline. The storyline is, every single day, I'm going to have to find a way to remind myself that I am in danger and I need to escape. One day I find a pill bottle. I write down, do not trust him. Ask about memantine. When I figured that out, I'm alley-ooping myself to, because, okay, so this also is inside here. Hopefully y'all understand where I'm kind of coming with how I want the movie to actually be. Like, every single day, I'm going to need to find a way to try to get further to escaping. Think of it like Granny, the movie I played on my first channel. Like, you find all these different items, you get killed on to day 2, but those items are already solved. Like, your past self has already solved the other one. So now you do this stuff, get killed, day 3. That stuff is already solved. So you already have like a lot of process done by the time you get to day 3. Imagine that for her. Like, I'm going to, hopefully every single day I'm going to remember I cannot trust this dude. And I'm going to write myself something down, because this is the only way that I have to communicate with myself. I'm talking to a past version of myself that did remember. I don't remember, but I know for a fact to trust these notes. Something in my body tells me, maybe it's the doctor's conversation, I trust these notes. If I look at this and it's my handwriting, I also know it's my handwriting. So if he writes some shit down like, oh yeah, do trust him, that's not my fucking handwriting. I know my handwriting. I'm just going to keep baton passing to myself. Imagine it like that. Do the swords dance 2 times, baton pass to the next dude. They already got the swords dance 2 times. Swords dance 4 times, baton pass. They got it +6 now. Like, every single day is a baton pass. Hopefully I can try to solve a way to get out of this. Because like I said earlier, this is a cat and mouse game. This dude wants this life, needs this life, because he's such a loner, whatever his ideology may be. And she needs to escape. 2 conflicting pathways. She cannot have her pathway while he simultaneously has his, because they don't exist. They have to be conflicting at every single point, at every single moment. So there was a scene where that is explained better, because I was kind of scared somebody would be like, who even wrote that, and who even wrote the sticky note anyway? Like, why is that even there? Who wrote that? The doctor? Why is the doctor? I was just kind of hoping that everybody had enough like media literacy to know for a fact that of course she wrote that note, and would put 2 and 2 together that, okay, there's a past version, so she's helping herself. So to explain that better, I can show this because it's not inside the actual scene, but there is a scene where we explain that a lot better. We're talking and stuff in this. Is an insert shot, like I said, but he corners her against the wall. The cameraman's talking, and she drops it. We had to film that a few times, but on the shot that we got that we wanted, it drops behind the trash can. Boom. Okay. So now that scene's added to it, bet maybe one day she's taking the trash out one day and she sees that note. What the fuck is there a sticky note doing behind there? Because these sticky notes are insanely important to her. She'll pick it up. Do not trust him. Ask about memantine. Maybe he's not in the room that time. So now she has an entire day of just free reign of like, oh shit, I have a whole day of not trusting dude instead of just 5 seconds like inside the short. So now I can solve a whole bunch more. And then the next day I'll write, you figured out the door unlocks at 12 p.m. Put that shit behind the toilet. Maybe she's using the bathroom one day. Why is there a sticky note? Boom. Woo! Like baton pass city. That's what the full movie would be. But of course, condensed into 5 minutes. We can't show that scene because you have... We didn't put the scene of her dropping the note behind the trash can because it cuts the tension. You only have 4 minutes. And I can show you guys the finished version. Not the finished version, but the for the survivors version or whatever the fuck of her dropping it behind the trash can, and like 10 to 15 people all said that scene does add to it, but it cuts the tension for what you want this film to be in that moment. Like, it just like and it looks like she died right there or something. I got a lot of that too. Like, it looks like he like stabbed her or something, and she kind of like was just dropping something because it was in her hand. It looks like she died. Which I watched it in those lenses, and it does make sense. Everything they said makes sense. But in the full movie, it would be like that. Like, every move would be a baton pass because she's a smart woman. She just is so handicapped by this obstacle that she is just having to fucking fight against everything basically. But that's the end of it. I think that's all I wanted to speak about. Of course, you have the loop back into the beginning, and inside this one, if you go to the very end, if you realize, go to like 318 if you're watching it with me, but if you realize the picture actually comes into frame now. I wish I could show this. I'm gonna show this for like a split second. Nobody's gonna be watching it for this far. You get this picture, she sees it. This is what I was talking about. The sound alerts her. She sees that they're together, and that's why she believes it. Because it's like the first thing that she sees in the morning. So like, of course, when she looks at it, oh, that's my boyfriend. We're together. So this guy that's about to walk in the room in 2 seconds isn't gonna startle me. Oh, who are you? Who are you? Because I see this picture of us together, and you don't get that at the very beginning. At the very beginning, it cuts off before he walks in, but now you get the full story once it ends, and oh, that's why she's thinking that, because of the fucking the picture, which you can see at the very end. But I think I explained everything I wanted to. Thank you to everybody who helped the movie come together. I highly appreciate it. Y'all are, I couldn't have asked for a better team. Will, you fucking murdered it. Daphne, you murdered it. Olivia, you murdered it. Everybody that was a part of this movie, just acting wise, y'all absolutely killed it. This is Olivia's first time ever being on the camera. I think Daphne's as well. Yeah, this is their first time ever doing film. So they've done theatrical stuff. They've done plays and stuff like that their whole life, I'm pretty sure. But this is their first time ever doing anything on camera, on film. Will has been in a shitload of stuff, but those two actors is their first time ever doing it. So just thank y'all to everybody, bro. Thank you to the people that supported it. Y'all made this into a way bigger thing than what I thought it was gonna be. I could just see right now it got like, I think close to, I can't even see how many views this got. I think it got to close to like 250 or 300, I'm pretty sure. But just knowing that I can get this on the membership channel just proves what I can get if I release this publicly on YouTube. We would have got 4,000, I feel like. Like, we would have got 5,000 just on just the YouTube channel alone. So, and Brandon will be on the YouTube channel, even though I do want to do the festival run with, actually, I have to discuss it. Maybe that's membership too, and we'll do it the same way. I don't know, because I really want that to be festival run too. But I think I answered everything. I think I kind of discussed everything. I turned 5 minutes into an hour. So if you have any questions at all, let me know. If you've seen this and you had just a thought process of anything, just let me know. I will try my best to answer any questions that you have. But I appreciate y'all for, even just watching this whole thing, just a breakdown of a 5-minute video. I really appreciate that. But thank you guys. Bye.